Welcome back, gamers! Today we're diving into my recently finished game, Final Fantasy XVI, and answer a simple question. Is it still worth playing? It's me, Pebbles, and in this honest review and analysis, we'll explore aspects of this divisive title, and I'll share my opinions now that the game is almost a year old and since I recently finished it. First, let's talk about the hype surrounding Final Fantasy XVI. From the moment it was announced, fans around the world were buzzing with excitement for an all-new Final Fantasy title. The legacy of the franchise, combined with the promise of a new adventure, paired with amazing trailers and the reputation of the developers, set the bar incredibly high personally for me. I'm even playing the Final Fantasy Remake to Rebirth right now at the time of making this video, so check out my live streams if you have the time. As a longtime fan of the series, I couldn't wait to get my hands on Final Fantasy XVI. My expectations were sky high, but I also had some reservations based on what I'd seen in the trailers, with the game following the recent titles that focused more on RPG mechanics, rather than the classic turn-based RPG systems that the fans have come to love. Add the fact that the PS5s were being hoarded by scalpers during that time, that didn't help too. But with enough waiting, I was finally able to get myself a PS5 and a copy of the game, all at retail price, which is great. One of the most important aspects of any Final Fantasy game is its storyline and world building. I'm pleased to say that Final Fantasy XVI delivers in this department. Without giving away any major spoilers, the narrative is rich and immersive, drawing you into a world filled with intrigue and conflict. I was really surprised with the slavery plotline with the bearers, who are basically human beings with magical abilities that can use magic at the cost of their life force, be used as some kind of resource. It really surprises you, and it is painted throughout the world building. The plot with the crystals and the power of the icons for me did feel a little bit too basic, but even so, it was good enough to keep me entertained throughout my entire playthrough. Now let's talk gameplay. Final Fantasy XVI introduces some exciting new mechanics that for some people might consider be straying away from the series' roots. Combat is fast-paced and exhilarating, with a variety of abilities to master, but this time it is executed in a more Devil May Cry-esque gameplay that might not be everyone's cup of tea. I, however, absolutely enjoyed this gameplay despite losing the whole RPG system and even the teammates altogether. To be honest, the teammates are basically brain-dead AI in this game, and you don't really have to worry or control them at any point in the combat sequences. Exploration is fairly limited, and there's not a lot of secrets and hidden corners, and the chocobo riding is kind of meh for me. It serves as a traversal mechanic, but dismounting from your chocobo is too much of a pain in the ass that you would rather sprint with Clive rather than ride the chocobo to get from point A to point B. Visually, Final Fantasy XVI is a stunning game, with a huge but. The graphics are very good, with detailed character models, although they could be a hit or miss to some people, as this entry combines a bit of a more realistic look as to the anime style of graphics that we're used to in older Final Fantasy games. The environment is lush and beautiful, the special effects are amazing and spectacular. Whether you're exploring the sprawling cities or engaging in epic battles, the game never fails to impress. But there is a huge but. After the main villain does something in the story, the entire game just turns into this pink mess as the world becomes enveloped with ether, which basically turns the whole sky into a pink Instagram filter, which was undesirable for me. Of course, a compelling story is nothing without memorable characters, and Final Fantasy XVI delivers on this front as well. The cast is diverse and well developed, as with most Final Fantasy games, each with their motivations and struggles. The writing is pretty good, at least for me, and the dialogue feels natural and engaging enough. But Clive can be a bit too whispery when he talks. But Sid has a really nice voice, so, it kinda evens itself out.
I am a shield of Rosaria, and I will do my duty. Come on, Ifrit, show us your true power.
The audio design in Final Fantasy XVI is equally impressive. From the thundering clash of swords in battle to the stirring melodies of the soundtrack, every sound is perfectly crafted to enhance the gaming experience. It's clear that there was a lot of love and attention that went into the audio design in this game, and this is where the game absolutely shines the most. When Clive gets to accept the truth part and the music plays, chills, man. Chills. Finally, let's talk about replay value. Now, the story is pretty much linear, so you would think that there isn't much replay value. But Final Fantasy XVI offers plenty of reasons to keep coming back for more, as the game is similar to Devil May Cry in structure. Repeating levels is a treat, as you can play around with multiple playstyles. Add the fact that the game has a New Game Plus mechanic that carries over your level and items as the enemies grow stronger. This is definitely going to get new fans who like to replay boss fights and master Clive's abilities. Whether you're a completionist aiming to uncover every secret or just looking for a fun new way to beat up a boss, there's something here for you. So, is Final Fantasy XVI still worth playing? In my opinion, absolutely. From its story to its breathtaking visuals and engaging gameplay, it's everything I could have hoped for what was my first PS5 title. Whether you're a longtime fan of the series or a newcomer looking into a new epic adventure, Final Fantasy XVI offers good value for your money, and at the end of the day, that's all we gamers want, right? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, follow, or subscribe for more gaming content. And as always, feel free to share your own thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe out there. Bye!